The following program contains secret hacks. Attempting some of these shortcuts can be dangerous and is ill-advised. There's no better way to travel than on a private plane. You skip the security cattle call, you don't have to deal with the masses in the terminal. Flying private is the best. I know what you're thinking. This is something reserved for CEOs and Kardashians. But what if I told you there was a secret hack that would let you get this flight for about what you pay on Coach? I'm going to show you not only the shortcut I used, but teach you how you can pull it off as well. Now this is hacking the system in style. I'm Brian Brushwood, and I've picked up the tools of scientists and spies, of criminals and con artists. I've mastered incredible tricks and dangerous stunts as a professional magician. Now I have an encyclopedia of shortcuts, secret data, and helpful hacks designed to help you make life easier and give you the upper hand, especially when you're traveling. You probably have a friend or relative who brags about the time he got miraculously upgraded to first class, got treated like royalty at 30,000 feet. But is scoring an upgrade really a once-in-a-lifetime chance? Or is there a way we can hack our way into first class? We'll use hidden cameras as we test out the methods that travel hackers and frequent flyers swear should get me an upgrade for free. Some of these are hidden gems, others are completely ridiculous, though people say they work for them. We'll find out which one's which, because I'm about to try them all. We all hate the economy line march of the undead. It can be demoralizing to be shuffled around like cattle while first and business class passengers arrive late and check right in. I'm not a first class customer, but I'm going to try to get the first class experience. I'll start by skipping that long line and use the first class counter to see if I can afford an upgrade. Hi, how you doing?
Hi, how are you?
Good. I'm Brian. What's your name?
My name is Brooke. How may I help you today?
Brooke, I need a hero to save the day because I managed to score the worst seat in history.
Okay.
Is there something better?
Let me check for you. Do you have your ID with you?
Yeah, hang on.
Great.
You guys have the best customer service.
Oh, thank you.
I've never had a bad experience.
Appreciate that.
I'm using well-known sales techniques to give me the best chance of getting an upgrade. In this case, giving the ticket agent a great reputation to live up to. She's now primed to give me what I want.
I can get you bumped up to business class. Those tickets run about $1,500 each. Would you want to go ahead with that?
That was very fast, and you are very awesome. Unfortunately, that's also out of budget. Do you have anything cheaper?
Let me check for you.
When you praise someone, it feels good. I'm encouraging the agent to keep trying to help me. Since I can't afford a first-class ticket on this flight, I'll try something else that can apply to anyone whose travel plans are flexible. If you guys are overbooked, I have plenty of time. You can bump me to the next flight if that helps. Lots of people ask for a free upgrade, but I'm showing her that I'm reasonable by offering to change my flight. If I'm offering something, my agent may be more likely to offer me something.
Well, that is very nice of you to offer. Unfortunately, though, this flight is not full yet, so I'm not going to be able to upgrade you for free. I can get you into a premium economy seat, and that one is only $150.
Okay, so I haven't been able to score a free upgrade. I have one more idea.
Unfortunately, $150, that's also our monthly payment to the kids' college fund. So, dilemma time. I either pay for the kids' college or get an upgrade. What should I do?
I'm giving Brooke a moral dilemma, so she's invested in helping me. Now, the next idea will be hers. Another technique in winning people over.
It's really up to you.
Yeah, but what would you do in my situation?
If it's me, I would probably save for college.
Yeah. All right. I'll stick with the same one.
Okay. Wait one sec. There is one more thing I can check. Okay. So I can get you in a seat in economy that is actually in one of our exit rows. So it will give you additional leg room, and there is no one currently booked in that row. So you'll have it all to yourself.
Perfect. That would be fantastic.
Great. Let me get that
much.
set up for you. Well, here you go.
Bingo! Just by using some simple psychological hacks, I got a better seat for free. And I avoided that long line of the undead. Here's one for you. When's the best time to book a cheap flight? The day of the flight, 1 week ahead, 8 weeks ahead, or 6 months ahead? The answer?
is 8 weeks ahead and in the afternoon, according to one economist who studied flying habits.
So the worst part about traveling is
Coming home.
not where I was headed. I was going to say packing. If you pack too much, you get dinged with overage fees. Pack too little, and you spend half your time picking up what you forgot, right?
Yeah, well, you want to pack everything you need and not waste space.
Of course. Travel experts say you can save a ton of room by rolling your clothes instead of folding it, but I've never tried it, so I figured we'll have a competition. It'll be rolls versus folds, and we'll see how much room you save, if any. Identical bags, identical clothes. I'll roll, you fold.
All right.
I'm gonna roll it.
I was nationally ranked in the 90s.
At shirt folding?
Before the accident, anyway.
Before the injury?
Yeah.
You're looking a little bit puffy there, buddy.
It's fine. Just shut your mouth.
I am done,
You're done?
and I'm only half full. Not even half full. You're totally full. I've got enough room for a tea kettle, a toaster oven, and a comically large wrench.
You know they're gonna have those wherever we're going, right?
I know I'll have one. It's right here. A couple of final touches. We're gonna put a business card in there. That way, if the tags get ripped off, they can still get the bag back to me. Put the fragile sticker on the outside. This doesn't guarantee you anything, but they should pack your bags on top, and it might make your bag first on the conveyor belt. And finally, the most important thing, I'm gonna tie a bow.
Why a bow?
Because every freaking bag looks exactly the same. Except this one. Cut off this frustrating scenario. You show up with extra time just to get through security. You go to grab your toiletries, and then you discover something you can't take on the plane. There's nothing worse than seeing all that money thrown into the trash. But you might not be out of luck. You can ask if you could turn it in at Lost and Found and pick it up on your return trip. Not all airports will hold onto your stuff for more than a couple of days, but it's worth a try.
Quick quiz. If you encounter long lines at the TSA, or should I say when you encounter them, which line should you join? The line on the right, the line on the left, or the line in the middle? The answer is the one on the left. Research has shown that Americans prefer to turn right, so the lines at the left almost always have fewer people. Even if you don't get your flight upgraded, you might still be able to get a taste of the good life in the first class lounge.
You can enter the Shangri-La, that's the first class lounge, if you buy an expensive day pass. But for some, it's a cost they're not willing to pay. And these folks will use any number of unscrupulous tactics to find their way in. If you're desperate to get in the first class lounge, you don't have first class bucks, this is the only trick you need to know. Excuse me, sir. Can I ask you something?
If you're flying commercial and want to enter the heaven on earth that is the first class lounge, but don't want to shell out the cash, you do have one other option.
Some first class passengers are allowed to take a friend with them into the lounge. So if you have more humility than cash, you could try to get one of the jet set to take pity on your broke ass. Excuse me, sir. My flight just got canceled. Is there a chance? Hey, bud. The Wi-Fi out here totally sucks. Can I get inside of maybe...
People aren't responding to my admittedly selfish-sounding appeals.
Hi there. Excuse me. None of the bars have the game on, but...
Time to change tactics here.
Hey, man. Do you mind if I tag along with you? I've always wanted to experience the first class lounge. Right on. My new best friend. Thanks.
Took some tenacity and humility. Turns out people respond better to that than entitlement.
After you.
Making the other person feel powerful when you ask for something is always the way to go. Quick quiz. Billions of dollars are spent on airline tickets each year. But which class of seats brings in the most profit? Is it first class, business class, or economy class? The answer is business class. Business travelers spent over $200 billion on flights in 2013. Corporations often pay for these flights, and airlines are now competing for this fast-growing sector. Every year, airlines lose more than 20 million pieces of luggage.
How do you make sure your bags don't go AWOL? You might want to try one of these. A radio frequency microchip tracking device.
This bad boy's sensor knows when it's in the air, and more importantly, it knows where it is once it lands. Throw one of these in your luggage, and you'll always know where your bags are, even when the airlines don't.
If you're looking to get away on a budget and you don't mind looking like a bit of a schmuck, this idea is for you. With many no-frills airlines charging outrageous baggage fees, even for carry-on luggage, it's suddenly not a cheap flight. But nobody said you can't carry it all on your body, right?
I look like I'm traveling light, but I am fully packed for a weekend getaway, and I haven't checked a bag. Here, check it out. 4 pockets sewn into the back. Got shirts, got khakis, I got these gym shorts, book, and finally, another bag.
Once you're past check-in and security, if you don't want to wear your stuff, you could just put it in your bag. And all of that can fit into this.
An entire gym bag's worth of clothes. Now, I'll admit, this looks pretty ugly, and it's not very practical. But if you're flying a no-frills airline and have zero budget, you just might be dumb enough to work.
Now that you made it onto the plane, remember, not all seats are created equal. Statistics say sitting in an aisle seat just behind the wing makes you 40% safer in the event of a crash. If you get airsick, you'll feel less turbulence in the middle of the plane. Want to sleep? Take a window seat on the left side. The windows are offset, so you'll have a flat surface to rest your head. Most airlines load back to front, so rear seats get storage room first. Finally, if you want to get off the plane first, sit at the front and on the left, as most exit doors are, well, on the left.
Flying is a drag.
Yeah, that's an understatement. You ever have it where you get up to cruising altitude and you try to recline, but your chair's busted?
Absolutely.
Yeah, might not be a busted chair. Might be somebody pulling a hack on you, wedging a water bottle like this. Try to lean back.
Yeah, that's not moving. Okay, I'm really unhappy to be sitting in front of you right now.
Yeah, but I got all the leg room. Of course, the best idea is just to be courteous. If you're gonna lean back, give fair warning. If you're a big guy who barely fits in here to begin with, just explain it to the guy in front of you. He'll probably be happy to cut you a break.
Well, great. I'm just gonna move.
Speaking of which, you know a lot of airlines have open seating nowadays, right?
Right.
Well, some people are desperate enough to get a row to themselves that they'll use one of these.
The barf bag.
Yeah, well, not so much use it, but look like they're about to. Oh, did you want this seat, sir?
No, I'm just gonna stay out of the splash zone. Thanks.
It's a lowbrow trick, but if they're sick or exhausted or just spent an all-nighter in Vegas, they might be doing us a favor.
According to a leading travel site, what is currently the most popular travel destination in the world? Is it New York, Istanbul, or Rome? The answer is Istanbul, followed closely by Rome, then London, Beijing, and Prague. America didn't even crack the top 10.
Road trips. They're great, right? Pack your bags, head out on the open road. Only the road's not only so open, is it? According to one study, Americans spent 5.5 billion hours stuck in traffic, and that's down from 2005. You ready, Murphy?
Yeah, let's go.
Everyone hates getting stuck in traffic, so many people switch lanes thinking it'll get them there faster. But does it? Or is it better to just stick to one lane regardless of traffic conditions?
To settle this age-old question, Jason and I are conducting a highly unscientific test. 2 identical cars, different colors, and a road trip to the beach. We'll be traveling down the 10 freeway from downtown Los Angeles to the beach in Santa Monica. It's about 14 miles and very often crowded with traffic. I'm going to stick to one lane, whereas Jason's going to keep switching. Only one rule, can't go above the speed limit. Not that that'll be a problem in this traffic. We'll see who makes it there first.
Speaking of traffic, have you ever driven through a traffic jam that suddenly ends and you're left wondering what started all that? There's no accident, no road work. What happened? Well, the problem is us. These phantom traffic jams start on busy roadways. One guy gets a little too close and has to slam on his brakes, and it causes a chain reaction that clogs up traffic. Check out this experiment. This group of drivers was told to all drive at the same speed. No problem, right? But after just a few seconds, their imperfect driving causes a series of bottlenecks that brings the flow to a near stop. Back in LA, the race to nowhere begins. To make it fair, we're both entering the freeway at the same time. Our cars are marked with X's, and we have cameras following us the entire route. I'm picking the middle lane because researchers have found this to be the safest lane in which to travel.
I gotta admit, this is not my usual play. I'm always the guy weaving in traffic.
Jason's behind me, changing lanes and trying to catch up. He's also probably contributing to the traffic jam, since every time one car has to slow down to accommodate a lane changer, it has a domino effect behind them.
It sucks. Every other lane is blowing past.
And here comes Jason. Looks like lane changing is actually working.
Aha! Are you kidding me?
Jason and I are taking a short trip to the beach, but nothing ruins the excitement of a road trip more than being stuck in traffic. I'm staying in one lane, he's changing lanes. We'll see which strategy is the most effective by who gets to our destination first.
Aha! What, are you kidding me?
Right now, Jason's in the lead. He's exploited the gaps in traffic by changing lanes, and it seems to be working. But he's probably contributing to the traffic jam. Every time one car has to slow down to accommodate a lane changer, it also has a domino effect behind them.
Whoa, another ghost jam.
9 miles in, Jason's changed lanes 24 times, and he's barely ahead of me.
Why aren't we stopped? Go around. Turn signal!
And Jason just pulled off the freeway exit, while I'm still stuck in the middle lane. Guess he's gonna win this one. All in all, Jason changed lanes 37 times in a 14-mile stretch. He beat me by 2 minutes and 13 seconds, but he was more likely to be in an accident. If you ask me, definitely not worth it.
Mr. Murphy, how was your ride?
I'll be honest, it was kind of stressful. What about you?
It was relaxing, actually.
Nice.
There's something zen about just being stuck in your one lane.
Well, we made it to the beach. So now, it's time to book a hotel.
This hotel just told me over the phone that they're fully booked. But now I'm here in person, so it's hotel versus Brushwood. Place your bets. Hey, how you doing?
Pretty good.
I'm Brian. What's your name?
I'm Marta.
Awesome. Do you guys happen to have a room tonight? I know it's Friday and you're super busy. I'm one of your regulars, though, if that matters.
I believe we're full today, but let me check.
Repeat customers often get preferential treatment.
No, we're full.
The bummer is I'm supposed to stay here almost a whole week, and I'd hate to stay somewhere else.
When did you need to be checking out?
Now I have her attention. I'm a regular, and I might stay longer than one night.
I'm heading back on Wednesday, but it may be extended for even longer.
Oh, hang on. We do have a room with a double bed.
You totally saved the day.
No reservations? No problem. Hotels prefer multi-night stays, so you could try extending your weekend an extra night or two. Booking it might be the difference between getting a hotel and sleeping in your car.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
The downside is, you may end up getting billed for the extra nights if you cancel. But if the hotel's that popular, you can usually cancel after your first night without a penalty.
Reprogrammable hotel keys are designed to keep us safe. But recently, one hacker uncovered a vulnerability that compromised millions of hotel locks, and he accessed it right here. This is a power socket used to charge the lock, but it's also where each one is individually programmed. So how do you keep your stuff safe? When you're in the room, make sure to use the deadbolt. When you're not in the room, make it sound like you are by leaving the TV on. If a thief thinks that you're in the room, they may move on to easier pickings.
I got one for you. What hotel item can help you get a better night's sleep? A shower cap, a towel, a hairdryer, or shampoo? The answer is a towel.
Well, what's the hack? Start by getting the towel damp, and then by placing it over the room fan or the air conditioner, it'll act like a humidifier, putting moisture in the air and doing wonders for your respiratory system.
Think your valuables are safe in your hotel? Maybe not. This is how the bad guys can get into your not-so-safe hotel safe.
There are several online videos that claim that you can reset a safe's combination after it's been locked.
It involves hitting the reset button inside.
I'm gonna try to get in through the front using a metal hanger, or in this case, a skewer. Holy cow, that was way too easy. Well, it's clear to see that most hotel safes should not be trusted with your stuff. If you truly want to protect your valuables, do the smart thing. Leave them at home. Some people say the best part of traveling is coming home. I don't know if that's always true, but it definitely is when you're flying in your own private jet. Now this is traveling in style. And believe it or not, you can afford to ride in one of these by taking advantage of empty leg flights. Welcome aboard.
Empty leg flights become available when a high roller charters a flight one way. That plane now needs a return customer. So if you're ready to fly at a moment's notice, an empty jet can be all yours at an unbelievable price.
And lucky for me, I found this flight to San Francisco for only $560. Now keep in mind, that's the whole flight, not just one comfy seat. Think about it. You get 3 more friends, that's $140 per seat. You can put that together. So the next time you're headed out on a last-minute vacation, check and see if there's a private airplane waiting for you. Take it away, boss.